As you know, we're basically back to our normal life here in Calgary, Alberta. We've lived in Calgary for over 15 years.
But we're still living full-time in our RV.
Which is weird because really we're in our normal life, but we're not in our normal life. So that's kind of bizarre. Anyway, it has brought up some interesting topics of conversation between us and our friends and each other. Why on earth do we live full-time in a motorhome? Let's talk about that this week. We have experienced some amazing benefits for living in an RV full time. Some of those benefits, well, one of the biggest ones that I've noticed is health.
Yeah, we're stronger and healthier.
We're not sick. We haven't been sick since we've gone full time. And this is something we've heard from other full-time nomads as well. We can't even really figure out exactly why it is that way, but it is. And one or two ideas that we have, maybe it's because we get outside more.
I think that's the case. We also don't live inside a city on an everyday basis.
All that pollution and stress and noise.
All the background noise that's always there, all the power, tension wires, all that thing.
Yeah. We do more hiking and walking. We walk pretty much every day. We go for hikes whenever we can, and that just makes us stronger and healthier.
Even Lisa would usually wear a knee brace when she goes hiking, and...
Oh, we'll talk about that later.
Oh,
we can't give that away yet.
Fair enough.
Next week we're going to do a video about some amazing hikes we've been on, so we want to save that for later.
Cool.
Exactly. All right, another benefit we have found is that we are finally, after almost 30 years of marriage, living within our financial means. What? That's amazing. Our incomes aren't very high, but that's okay because our expenses are really low. So,
and we can't just buy stuff and bring it home.
Exactly. That's curb the shopping habit, that's for sure. Anyway, so I think, living within your means is a big benefit to RV life. Meeting new people.
Oh, wow. I'm loving meeting new people. And more people are actually contacting us every week saying, hey,
great.
Come by our area and stay with us.
Yeah, so if you are in the Calgary area at all this summer, definitely look us up. Send us an email, hello@livinglightrv.com, and we will definitely get connected if we can hang out. What are some other benefits?
My goodness.
You know what?
We get to enjoy nature more.
Oh, that's amazing. Just being outside is pretty cool. One thing I was thinking of is it is good for our relationship. Hi, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Kent, and we're Living Light RV.
We are grabbing life by the tail, and this week it just so happens to be on the beach. Woo-hoo! What was it like when we first moved into the RV?
Well, when we first moved into the RV, she was in my way.
No, he was in my way.
No.
He was always in my way.
You were like, hey, can you get out of there? I need to go that way. Why? If I'm in the bathroom, she can't come in the bathroom. Exactly. When she's in the bathroom, I can't go into the bathroom.
Hey, if I'm in the kitchen, you can't go into the bathroom.
That's right.
So when we first moved in, there were some conflict moments. We had to sort of figure that out. But it's almost like a choreographed dance now. So you really, living in a tiny space like that gives you a lot of opportunity to get out of someone's way, to show them grace and give them some space, right? So we can just say, hey, you know what? Come on through, or I'll get out of your way. So it gives you a lot of opportunities to practice being kind to each other.
That's right. If I need to get through the hallway and I give her a touch on the shoulder, she's like, okay, and I get through. It's not a shove,
it's just a, hey, I need to get through kind of touch. So it works
on the way through.
Yeah. So it's good for our relationship.
Yeah, it is. And we both have multiple amounts of chores that we have to accomplish so that the other person is complimented. So when we pack up, I got my tasks, she's got her tasks.
Right, so we're learning to work as a team.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. I think one of the biggest benefits that we have experienced in this last, 11 months, 10 months?
Yeah, it's been 10.
Yeah, is just the ability to live life more intentionally.
Yeah.
And I know that we're stealing that from our friends Garrett and Carolyn from Diary
true.
of a Family.
Hourly vlogs. No.
Hourly vlogs. Hour 1, we're on the road. Hour 2, had to stop for potty.
Snacks. Snacks.
Snacks.
Snacks. Snacks.
All right.
But we really do live it intentionally because every day it's a choice and a decision. Where are we going to go today? What are we going to do today? What is the weather dictating for us to do today? Those kinds of things. So we're living very intentionally. And because of that, I feel like I'm more engaged with daily life. I'm not just on autopilot.
So when we want to go traveling for the winter, we can open up the atlas and say, okay, we're at least going here, 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 and here, and here.
Yeah. So travel, that's another big one.
That's
we get
awesome.
to travel. That's the most obvious, duh. Of course, we get to travel living full-time in an RV, so that is awesome.
We have friends that have said, I really like my spouse on my travel spouse.
That's right, exactly.
Well, guess what? I get to go with my vacation spouse every day.
Vacation Kent. Vacation Lisa. That's good. I mean, truly, we're not on vacation because we are still doing normal life, but it's an amazing way to do our normal life.
That's right.
So we love it. So those are some of the reasons why we live full-time in an RV. But there are a few downsides.
There's definitely some downsides.
There's
some people should not do this lifestyle.
Exactly. I had just talked to you about being on autopilot, and I like not being on autopilot, but it does bring its own level of tension and stress to have to decide every single day. When we were in our sticks and bricks house, we just did things automatically.
Yeah. We didn't think, can we buy this because will it fit in our fridge? It was like, hey, we had a big fridge, it'll always fit.
Yeah.
We can always buy more stuff. It was never a thought. We had a shed. We could always put stuff somewhere.
And speaking, go ahead.
And we have to manage everything where it fits.
Well, and not only that, talking about buying things, when you would go to a store, when you live in a sticks and bricks house and you go to your local grocery store, you know where everything is.
Yep.
You know, I know exactly where my favorite crackers are. I know exactly where to get this item or that item. When we're traveling all the time, we don't know where the stores are, let alone where in the store something is. So that can bring its own level of stress. There is no autopilot. We don't know what church we're going to go to automatically. We don't know anything of what each day is going to look like. So sometimes I miss that. I have to admit, sometimes I miss the normal expectation of life, of living in a sticks and bricks life.
But it's exciting, driving into a gas station wondering if your card's going to work.
Exactly. Anyway, so that is one downside, is that it is stressful to not be on autopilot. You have to make every decision, every choice is conscious. It's not automatic. So another reason why RV life might not be for everyone is that it really is challenging to live outside the box, to live outside of what is normal. And that is something that we didn't really figure out until we got back into normal life. Being here, being with our friends and family, and they're still in sticks and bricks, they're still in their normal lives, and we're trying to fit in. And we did a whole video on this. We'll link that up there when we first came back into Canada. But it's just not easy. And you get, when you stick your head above the crowd of normal, you're going to get a few tomatoes in the face. And so we have experienced some of that negativity coming back.
But Lisa and I are used to this. We haven't true. For the last 30 years
We've never really been
trying to fit into normal. Not always, anyways.
It's true. I mean, we've homeschooled our kids, and we're pretty bold about
we've
being
moved
Christians.
Out of location where everybody else was.
Moved away from all of our family and friends. They're still, most of them are all in BC, and we're here. So, but just that is something to be aware of. If you're planning on being a full-time nomad, you won't be normal.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people in your life today that will not be your cheerleaders.
Yeah. Exactly. So just
that's okay.
Love them anyway and spend time with them as much as you can. Yeah. Stay connected, but just realize that you are not living a life that they can relate to.
Yeah, and this will not please your friends in many cases.
Yeah, it won't.
But it's worth it.
Yes. So now we want to encourage you to go ahead and do it anyway, because it is totally, absolutely worth it. For us, it's worth it. Maybe for you it won't be, but for us, it absolutely is. You know, we were talking to somebody recently about their dream to full-time RV, and they were mentioning, we're almost debt-free, and we just want to
I've heard that a few times, actually.
Touch on that for a second, because, okay, we are not financial gurus, obviously. We've made lots of mistakes in our lives, big mistakes, but I do not think that being debt-free is the be-all and end-all. I think it's great, and if you can be debt-free, then do it. That's awesome. I encourage you to do that. Or if you can stay debt-free and never get into debt, that would be great. But I also think that life is short and time is so valuable. And we were talking to some other friends
Yeah.
who actually said to us, you know what, we were debt free. We were
got
100%.
to debt-free.
We got
It was
there.
amazing.
Reached the goal.
Reach the goal.
And life was empty, they said.
They said, we got to do something. And so they made the choice and the decision, and they went out and got the rig, and now they're out there experiencing it.
And
but it took them away from debt free.
They're grabbing life by the tail, and they love it.
But they're doing it.
So we're not telling you to go into debt, but we are saying really think hard and long about the reasons that might be holding you back from going full time into the RV lifestyle. If it's something that you want, it's something that you're excited about, you're planning for. Maybe don't wait that extra 5 or 7 or 8 years. See if there's a way you can do it sooner. One way to do it sooner might be just to get a cheaper rig, to get smaller rig, to get
go with what you could do.
Travel less, but still live full time in an RV. So there are ways to do it that don't have to put you in financial hock. But don't take financial advice from us ever. Like, we're not telling you to take financial advice, but we're just saying go for it. Do it now. Don't wait.
And if you need to get a smaller rig in order to do it today, get a smaller rig.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's totally worth it.
Lisa and I, when we started thinking about full-time RVing, what did we want to get?
No,
probably
no. We needed
an F450 diesel
with about a 40-foot toy hauler.
Yes.
Yeah,
that had at least a 12-foot garage.
Yeah, and with 2 motorcycles.
Yes.
And a couple dirt bikes.
Yeah. Why did we need that?
Because that's what we needed.
Because we were downsizing to that.
Yeah, we went from a 4-bedroom house, so obviously we need a giant toy hauler.
To bring all our stuff with us.
We laugh about it now because, you know what, Bessie is exactly what we truly need.
It works.
We're so thankful to have our motorhome. She's 28 feet long. She's a 1993 vintage.
Yeah.
Runs so amazingly well, and it's home. And we are so thankful to not be having. We're working in a campground right now, guys.
Yeah.
And we see people come in with these giant toy haulers, 3 axles, big trucks, and they are. Some of them have come into the office and chatted with us about their rigs, and like, I had no idea what I was getting myself into when I bought this giant rig.
And I can't take this. There's a lot of places I can never take this rig.
They can't go to national parks. They can't just go boondocking in the.
They can't go to our place when we only have a few spots, because those spots might not fit.
Even our campground has very limited spots for the giant rig. So anyway, just don't think. Have a big dream. And I'm not saying we'll never have a toy hauler. Maybe we will one day, but we wanted to get going on this lifestyle as soon as we could, and that meant downsizing our dream and our size of rig to a much smaller space.
We got out, we got on the road, and we're experiencing life.
And now we're RV nomads and loving it.
And we're healthier.
Yeah, so anyway, we just wanted to chat with you a little bit about that, about some of the reasons why we RV, some of the reasons why maybe people shouldn't RV, and encourage you that if this is your dream, go ahead and do it. I'm Lisa.
My name's Kent, and we're Living Light RV.
We are grabbing life by the tail. We hope you are too, guys, for real. You need to go out there and grab life.
That's right.
Whether it's just taking your kids for a walk every day, whatever it is, go grab life by the tail, and we will see you next Thursday. As you know, we're back to our normal life location. How come it's shoving off your head? There we go. That's better.
The camera when it's being held in here. I think we can do that way more exciting. We are recording.
We are recording. All right.
I don't know what we're recording, but we're good. What's the title of today's thumbnail or video or anything like that?
I have no idea what the title is. Things
are different. First of all, we're not quite at home base because we're outside of the city that we've lived in.
Oh, that's not the video. We're starting over.